What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman, or Daniel. I'm trying something a little different today. I'm taking you out on my walk with my dog, trying to figure out where the camera's right here. So anyways, today's gonna be a pretty personal vlog. I usually do moto vlogs, and I thought about doing something a little more personal, as in no helmet and kind of no distractions. And I wanted to talk to you about depression, specifically my depression. And this is actually something that's very difficult to talk about. I'm actually really nervous, very nervous about talking about this. And it's because for one of two things, really. One, it's pretty difficult for men to actually speak about this. Sorry, I'm like holding the phone. It's very difficult for men to speak about this, and it's kind of like shunned for men. So it's just kind of hard for me to do that. And number two, it kind of builds upon that, is that this is a very personal subject and very personal topic in that regard. And I know I do have coworkers, I have family members. My son, he keeps telling me how his friends are subscribing to me because, I don't know, I think he just wants to say that, and maybe, I don't know. But he has friends that subscribe to me and stuff like that. So when I talk about something personal, like, come on, Stella. When I talk about something personal like this, I know they're gonna see that. I know they're gonna see this, and it's nerve-wracking, it's kind of scary. But for you guys, my viewers, and the people in the Discord chat, oh, it got blurry. You guys have been very open and very, come on, let's go. Very good to me when it comes to that, and I want to share it with you because I feel like sharing truly does help out the issues that we do have as men. We need to talk. I'm not going to give you the whole super big history of me, but basically to kind of give you a little background of me is that I'm 30 years old. I've been doing YouTube for a little bit, but I've been a firefighter for 10.5 years. Come on, Stella, come on. Firefighter for 10.5 years. Been doing this basically my whole life. My dad, he was a firefighter for 26. My brother's a firefighter for the same amount of time as me. And I live in Tucson. I used to work for a fire department in Yuma. Hey, morning. Come on, Stella. I'm not gonna edit much out of this. This is gonna be a pretty much unedited vlog. I feel like my childhood was good. I felt like I was a kind of a little terror as a child. Temper tantrums and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I got the discipline, I got the punishment and all that from my father. And, you know, just the typical stuff that I thought was typical. So anyways, move on to adult life. There we go. Move on to adult life, girlfriend, divorced. Got a motorcycle, started riding motorcycles, dealt with, you know, my first wife, turned into ex, got the motorcycle, helped my buddy Matt kind of brought me out of what I thought was just sadness at the time. And then got another girlfriend, got another fiance, got married, got divorced again. All the while doing motorcycle stuff. All the while working as a firefighter. All the while feeling pretty low, feeling pretty numb, you know, looking for that external stimuli, which was like motorcycles, my dog Stella right here, and just kind of whatever was out there. Anger usually was like the main thing that really, you know, brought that out. And I'm telling you guys all this because hopefully I'm going to strike a chord with some of you, so you guys can kind of understand what male depression is. You know, it's not the typical I'm sad and I'm you know, I just so depressed. That's just like the easiest word to say is depressed. It's a little more nuanced than that. So anyways, met my wonderful girlfriend Nikki and her 2 children, and I started you know, being the father, you know, and that was something that was that was something I really wanted to do because I felt growing up, I felt like I was kind of mistreated in a way. You know, I was just, you know, blaming my dad for a lot of things because, you know, the anger and whatnot and all that. And just, you know, a lot of blame went around towards my family, and I don't have a very good relationship with my siblings for the most part, but working on that at this point anyways. So I wanted to be a father of my own and kind of like, you know, not do that to my kids. And she had 2 kids already, and I felt like not that it was just a good opportunity, but it was that I could actually showcase what I wanted to do. And I was doing great at the beginning. She's like, I'm never gonna, you know, I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. Well, the thing with depression, especially male depression, is that the stuff that you never get resolved kind of starts coming out. So I started yelling, I started nitpicking, getting agitated about the littlest things, the things that shouldn't really happen. I mean, they're kids, you know, they're still learning, stuff that I already knew. I knew that like they're still learning, but I still got mad, and it's not something I could have controlled. And the arguments with the girlfriend, which in my previous relationships were arguments that were really not instigated by me, but you know, they carried on. And well, I'm gonna say half of them were instigated by me, but they carried on and on and on and on and on, and that was me, that was all me. And come to find out, you know, after having to move here to Tucson, you know, because resigning from my job in Yuma to come here for a new job, to get away from Yuma, because I was angry with Yuma, the city itself, just because I lived there my whole life and I want something different. Just anger kind of drove me to a lot of what I did, you know, to move, to get something new, start all over. The anger kind of pushed me, motivated me to do that. Well, anyways, so my relationship here was starting to fail, and it sucks because now I'm in that fatherly role, and I didn't want it to fail. I had 2 children that I loved, and I saw myself acting like, come on, Stella, let's go. Acting like my father. And it was putting like this negative aura around the family and around the home. And it's getting blurry. Come on, Samsung Galaxy S9. It's got you to get some good footage. And it was bringing this negative aura around, and I just like was never happy. I was never sad, really. I was just angry and then numb to any good feelings. The kids wanted to show me love. They wanted to show me affection. I just couldn't accept it. It's like I just go away kind of a feeling, which is terrible. Terrible. It's not at all what I wanted. So that was happening at home, and I really pushed myself into work because my home life wasn't the greatest. I wasn't happy or I wasn't sad. I just was like numb at home, and YouTube was my thing that kind of got me out of having to think about home life. And that was an issue at home because I spent too much time editing. I spent too much time trying to do this, that, and that was causing problems. So workaholism. And on top of that, drinking, alcoholism. I'm not an alcoholic. I mean, I was drinking a lot to self-medicate a lot of the anger issues that I was having. But then I pushed myself into work, at work, and since I'm a new guy at work, oh, there's someone behind me. Since I'm a new guy at work, I had to, here, let's let this person go. Hey, doggy. It's okay. Hey, come on. It's okay. Come on, Stella. All right. Like I said, I'm not really gonna edit any of this stuff out because this is you wanna sit down? This is my morning routine. Come on. Oh, you got a cactus. Okay. There you go, good girl. She had a piece of cactus stuck in her. This is my morning routine that I do to help decompress after work. So I wanna kind of bring you guys along on it. I do a 2-mile walk. Come here. Let's see if I can pan this. Hey girl, she got a little cactus piece in her. All right, back to it. So I went straight into work and I put a lot in work, but I wasn't motivated. I wasn't very happy. I really wanted to quit and go back to Yuma just because I already had my personality there. I had my seniority and all that stuff, and And it wasn't that I don't like the job. It's not that I don't like cleaning and training. I love it. I love my craft. I love what I do, and I'm very passionate about it. I just didn't have the motivation. I didn't have the will, and I just felt numb at work. And I started feeling numb at work, and I started feeling numb at home. And before I knew it, it was affecting my work life. My crew members talked to me, and what they saw was just me. Come on, Stella, let's go. Was basically just me being unmotivated, not wanting to be there, and that's what they saw. And I kind of felt that. I felt that. I really did, but I knew it wasn't normal. So at that point in time, I went and made a doctor's appointment because I just couldn't do it anymore. I talked to my mother about this, and we have a family history of depression, anxiety, and she told me that's what I probably have. And she's like, actually, she said, you have that. You have that. You need to go see a doctor. So I was failing my relationship again, my third relationship, the one that I really don't want to fail because I have two beautiful children. And I don't want to fail my new job because now I'm in a new city, and it provides so much more than what I had. And so failure as a man of the house, you know, having to possibly losing his job and losing his family, to me, I think that was rock bottom. So I finally got help that I needed from a doctor, and I went in to the doctor. It took a month to get in, and I was nervous, and just like I am right now, nervous to talk about what's going on. I really wanted to lie. I wanted to just say, you know, it's not that bad, and then kind of walk away from the situation like, well, they said it wasn't bad, it wasn't a big deal, and I don't have any meds or anything like that. But I was honest. I was open and honest, and that's what I'm doing here with you guys. Open and honest. I felt like this for over a decade. You know, the numbness, the not feeling something, and then if something good happens, it brings me to a content level, and when something bad happens, it brings me to like a destructive anger level. So that's how my life has been for the past 15 years at least. And I let the doctor know. I told her, you know, this is what's going on in my life. She prescribed me Lexapro and Xanax as needed. Lexapro is the antidepressant, the SSRI. Started taking that. And it was a placebo effect, basically, to where just having the first dose, the placebo effect of I'm gonna be better. And it made me positive. And that was the absolute best feeling I've had in years. Just the placebo effect of I'm on the right path. Well, I almost threw up because of Lexapro. I took it on an empty stomach, like you're not supposed to. And then I started getting blurry vision. So there are some side effects with taking antidepressants and stuff. Oh, you got another sticker? You good? Come here. Oh yeah. Stop going off road. All right. So the Lexapro gave me blurry vision. So there are side effects to the antidepressants, SSRIs or MAOIs. So I told my doctor, she told me to stop taking it, and she prescribed me Prozac. Let's get this cactus off the road. There we go, leave it. Started taking that. I've been taking that for about 45 days now. And within 20 days, because it usually takes about 30 days for the therapeutic effect to kick in, I started feeling. That's the thing, is I started feeling. I wasn't numb. The same activities that I did before the meds, you know, let's just say, you know, at the station life, you know, having to clean, fold towels, wash towels, clean the bathrooms, wash this, do this, like constant, like just constant work. I was very unmotivated. I didn't want to do any of it. I didn't want to, not, like I said, I wanted to do it, but I couldn't. I just had no motivation to do it. And then the same exact activities while on Prozac and Xanax to help calm down the neurotransmitters. That's another topic I'm going to talk about, is kind of what Xanax does. I'm not a pharmacist, but I did some research on it just so I can make sure what I'm taking. But the same activities afterwards was like, I was happy. I was proud of what I was doing. I think that's the best feeling best thing I could say is that I was proud. I was proud to do the dishes. I was proud to do the towels. I was proud to pull the weeds and do yard work at the fire station. I was proud to clean the baseboards and wipe the walls and just, do the stuff that a new guy does. And it's like, it almost felt like late, and I was proud to like interact with everybody. I was happy to interact with everybody. I wasn't just shut to myself. So that was a whole new feeling, and nothing else changed other than the fact that I took meds. The situation didn't change. My outlook on the job didn't really change. I still love what I do. My motivation, my behavior towards the issue changed. Okay, let's go this way. Come here, Stella. There's people coming. I just don't. It's still kind of embarrassing to talk about all this stuff. It's easier to talk to the camera than to people. So my behavior towards that change. You keep getting stickers in your feet. Start making you wear your shoes. So my behavior to everything changed, and that was the biggest thing. I'm not angry anymore. I'm not bitter anymore. I'm not nitpicking. I would spend hours working on homework and going over math homework with the kids and like making them do like 10 push-ups for every wrong answer. It was terrible. It was just like and a lot of it was me, having a good heart in it. I didn't do it to punish. I felt like I did it because, they want to get good grades because they don't like having bad grades. And I felt like I was pushing them to do something good. And that's where I was coming from in that position. And at the end of the day, it wasn't. It's not what's good. So that after the meds, I was able to realize that. And I'm thankful that I realized that now and not when I'm my dad's age. My dad's 69 years old right now. Had me later, I'm 30, he's 69. And he realized that after I already left the house, and that's not something I wanna do with my children now. So hopefully, now we're walking back. We just did a mile. Hopefully I'm able to right some wrongs that I've started, 2 years with them already. They're 10 and 11. Hopefully I've already seen a change actually within the past month. They're more happy. A lot of the issues I was having with my daughter kind of went away because of my actions. A lot of the problems that I was having with Nikki, and there wasn't like a ton of problems. Oh, you got to pee, sorry girl. There wasn't a ton of problems. It was just those small little things that anger provides to a family. It was bad. Ooh, a Roadrunner. The relationship with my son is better, a lot better. His confidence is going up, daughter's confidence going up. And I think that's just because of the fact that I'm happy. And that's the thing, is as a father and as a person overall, like if you're in a coworker space, or you're just if you're still under the age of 18 or whatever, or if you live at home, whatever age you are, the aura that you provide when depressed, especially as a male, usually comes out externally as anger, not really sadness, but you're honestly not very fun. I keep forgetting, I'm sorry. You're honestly not very fun to be around. And I fixed that, and I feel proud about that, and talked to my dad about that, and expressed my love for him and everything, and I told him that I understand what he was going through. And we've just within the past 2 months of getting everything settled with the meds and all that stuff, I was able to kind of mend a lot of relationships. And it's crazy how meds will do that. Medications will do that. And it's not the only thing I want to do. I want to, come on, Stella, let's go, leave it. I want to get into therapy. So do some cognitive behavioral therapy with that also. And it's all a process. I'm still learning. There's still some things that kind of get to me, but I'm able to overcome them a little bit easier with the medications. So that's my depression within the past 7 months. But this is kind of, it all boiled, that's like, that was my rock bottom for me. Everyone else has different ones. But men, we usually, like I said, we turn to anger, womanizing, workaholism, alcoholism, drugs, the stuff, the statistics for, it's all blurry. Why are you blurry? Come here. There we go. The rates for all of those, alcoholism, drug use, anger, domestic violence, it's all inflated for men because we do that. Women usually self-inflict, you know, like cutting and attempted suicides. Men are more successful with their suicides. It's a 4-to-1 ratio. Men will kill themselves compared to women. Women will try as much as men. It's more of a cry for help. We're just more successful because of the way we do it. You know, usually a gun. But I'm not saying that's where I'm at. I'm just saying that's men, and I don't want that. I don't want that for everybody. I'm gonna have a little pop-up showing up right here, and I know it's towards the end of the video, but I'll have it in link in description, and I plan on doing a review of this book, and it's called I Don't Want to Talk About It, and then it has like a small subtitle on it. I can't remember. And it's a great book. It's a great audio book. I listen to it on these walks, these 2-mile walks I do every day with my dog to, you know, get me decompressed from work and get me ready for the day. I will be doing a review on it at some point once I'm finished with it, and I want to listen to it again so I know what I'm talking about. But it's a great book. I want to share it with you. It's on Audible. If you don't have Audible, this book will be free to you. You just have to sign up for a 30-day free trial. And from what I understand is that if you cancel your free trial, you still get to keep the book. So it's a free book. And if you already have Audible, it's 1 credit. You already know how Audible works. It's well worth that 1 credit. Or to buy it if you don't have any credits, because I think you get 30% off if you're an Audible Gold member or something like that. That's what I have been for a couple of years, and audiobooks have been my thing. This one and Love and Respect was a great book that I listened to. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. All those self-help books are great books to listen to while you're going out for a walk with your dog or going out for your long commute. Highly recommend this book. It has opened my eyes to some of the feelings I didn't think I had, and it explained a lot of things that I did have, and it made sense of a lot of things that was going on. And I'm sorry this whole time this video hasn't been in frame, but I'm like walking my dog, so I just want to share that with you guys. And if any of you guys have any questions, and if you guys like feel any of this stuff, you don't have to reach out, but if you want to, I'm easily reachable on the Discord channel. It's the link in the description, and it's an amazing app. You can get it for your phone. You can do it on your desktop computer. Come on, Stella. It's just really easy. It's like a giant chat room for people to talk, and you don't get like notifications like crazy. It's easy for you guys to talk, and I have a few channels for mental health only. I have a few channels for just talking about random stuff. We share bike pics in a different channel. You can play video games and do voice chat on certain spots. Come on, focus camera. There we go. It's a great place, and I check it every day. I'm always talking to you guys, and then I get private messages about people going through some rough stuff, and I try my best to be able to talk to you guys when I'm not at work, and it's a great place. But anyways, like I said, that's kind of what I've been having to deal with, and it's a little nerve-wracking and scary to put it out there because, like I said, one, it's men mental health, and 2, I know some coworkers and people are gonna find out about this, and that's fine. It's always been an open secret. So that said, I hope you guys be safe. We're not riding, so we don't have to ride safe, I guess. But check me out in the Discord channel. All right, I'll see you guys later.